Can y'all see my house coat? I should probably get rid of it.
No.
It's cold.
All right, Tremaine, you got to get ready for your Braille teacher. She's coming.
It's called number. Afternoon, this is called number 2019-86976 in the interest of Tremaine Bell Jr. Please, parties, raise your right hands to be sworn. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, ma'am, Ms. Chase, please identify yourself and your relationship with the child.
Hi, my name is Latoya Chase. I am the custodial parent of Tremaine Bell. I'm his mother.
All right, and Ms. Badu, identify yourself and who you work with.
Natasha Bidu, child support officer with the Office of the.
All right, the court will note, and also for the state.
Marcella Turner.
All right, the court will note that Malcolm De Leon Williams is the non-custodial parent. He doesn't seem, he's not present. He was personally served on February 13th, 2020. He appeared in court on February 24th, 2020. When this case was set for April 13th. It appears that he's also given notice of this Zoom hearing by certified mail, which is delivered October 24th, 2020. He's not checked in, is that correct, Ms. Turner?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, we'll proceed by default.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, the state would like to call Ms. Chase. Ms. Chase, what is the name of the child before the court and how old is that child?
His name is Tremaine Bell, and he's 8 years old.
And was there DNA testing done on this child? before?
Yes.
And was that DNA testing also was it done with Mr. Williams or was it done with someone else?
It was done with someone else.
And you recall the results of that DNA test, is that also correct?
Yes.
And was that other, what was that other man's name?
Tremaine Bell.
And were those DNA test results negative?
Yes.
Your Honor, the state would ask that the court take judicial notice of a prior order sustaining the challenge, the AOP challenge, which was done under cause number 2018-58869, where Mr. Tremaine Bell was excluded as the father of Tremaine Ulysses Bell Jr., the child before the court today.
Okay, I'm reading the order. It's found that parentage tests exclude Mr. Bell as the father of this child. Okay. Court will take notice of that order.
And Ms. Chase, outside of Mr. Bell, who was previously excluded, were you sexually involved with anyone else other than Mr. Walker during this child's conception, during the time of conception of the child?
Mr. Williams?
Outside of Mr. Bell, who was excluded, were you involved with anyone else other than Mr. Williams?
Okay. No. No.
And at the time of your child's conception, were you married?
No.
And are you currently married?
No.
And is there any possibility that anyone else other than Malcolm Williams could be the father of Tremaine Bell Jr.?
No.
And are you asking this court to establish the parent-child relationship between your son and Mr. Williams in this?
Yes.
And are you also asking this court to order that the birth records be amended to show the child's last name is Mr. Williams?
Yes.
And when's the last time Mr. Williams saw the child, or has he ever seen a child?
He had saw the child. He saw the child back in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
He's around Harvey.
Okay. And does he have a relationship with your son?
Yes, he did then, and other family members do too.
Okay. And are you asking this court to order that you and Mr. Williams be appointed as joint managing conservators and you yourself be appointed as the conservator who determines where the child resides within Harris or any of the surrounding counties?
Yes.
And is there private medical or dental insurance available for this child?
No.
And do you have any safety concerns with Mr. Williams having overnight visitation with your son?
No. He
And
is. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead and finish.
Tremaine is visually impaired due to an accident, and Malcolm is full aware of how to take care of Tremaine.
Okay. And are you asking this court to order a standard possession and access order for visitation purposes?
Yes.
You understand what that entails, correct?
Yes.
And to your knowledge, do you know whether or not Mr. Williams is currently employed? If you don't know, that's fine.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
No.
Do you know whether or not Mr. Williams has any other children other than your son?
No.
And are you asking this court to order cash support in the amount of $210 beginning January 1st of 2021?
Yes.
And are you also asking this court to order current child support in the amount of $731 beginning January 1st of 2021?
Yes.
And since Mr. Tremaine Bell was excluded as the father of this child, and a court order was rendered stating that Mr. Bell was not the father of this child, has Mr. provided financial support for your son?
No.
And have you ever attempted to contact him in regard to receiving some sort of financial help?
Yes. I spoke with his dad this year.
Okay. And have you and Mr. Williams lived together since November of 2019?
No.
And Are you requesting retroactive child support from November 1st of 2019 up until today's date, December 1st of 2020 in the amount of $4,860?
Yes.
Are you asking this court to order that the payout on that judgment be $75 each month beginning January 1st of 2021?
Yes.
And you are not seeking retroactive medical or dental support, is that also correct?
That's correct.
And are you asking this court to order that Mr. Williams be ordered to pay any court cost as billed? As February 1st of 2021, no later than that date.
Yes.
And do you believe this order to be in the best interest of your child?
Yes.
And are you asking this court to approve this default?
Yes.
No further questions for this witness. I'll pass the witness.
All right, call your next witness.
The state would like to call Ms. Badu. Ms. Badu, could you please state your name for the record again and where you work?
Natasha Bidu. I'm a child support officer for the Office of the Attorney General.
And could you just briefly list a description of your roles and duties as a child support officer at the Office of the Attorney General?
One of my duties is to investigate the wages for the respondents in child support cases.
And did you conduct an investigation as to Mr. Williams' wage information in this case?
Yes.
And what did you find Mr. Williams' current gross amount to be?
Monthly, $4,992.18.
And that amount was used to determine what the child support should be stated based off of guidelines of the Texas Family Code. Is that correct?
Yes.
This order has Mr. Williams' grossly monthly resources at $4,669.60.
That's correct, Judge. I'm sorry. I'm looking at retroactive calculations.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
go ahead.
To be clear, Mr. Williams' his current gross amount is what amount, Ms. Badu?
Is it $4,669.60?
That's correct, Judge. Yes, that's
Okay.
correct.
All right.
And did you also conduct an investigation in regards to what Mr. Williams' gross monthly amount was for the time periods during the retroactive time frame?
That's correct.
And what did you find Mr. Williams' gross monthly amount to be for the fourth quarter of 2019?
The gross amount for the fourth quarter of 2019 is $5,475.02.
And what did you find Mr. Williams' gross monthly amount to be for the first quarter of 2020?
$4,066.97.
And what did you find Mr. Williams' gross amount to be for the second quarter of 2020?
$4,066.97.
And what did you find to be Mr. Williams' gross amount for the third quarter of 2020?
5,700. You said for the third quarter of 2020 or the second quarter?
The third quarter of 2020.
$4,992.18.
All
No further questions for this witness. I'll pass the witness.
right, so based on those figures, what did you figure the retroactive child support amount should be?
Total retroactive child support from November 1st, 2019 until today, Your Honor, is $4,860 per month. I meant total.
Okay. Do you have any questions for her, Ms. Chase?
No.
All right. Anything further, Ms. Turner?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, the court will approve the order submitted. Thank you.
Thank you. May we be excused?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that's it, Ms. Chase. You can hang up.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a good day.
That it, Turner?
That is it.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
To do what? You want them to have hearings on Thursday then? Well, they're gonna have some prove ups and stuff like that, right? They're mostly all modifications.
don't get agreed orders, they'll have to have a hearing.
Well, I don't want to have hearings, but
They're not gonna have any approval votes.
you won't.
Because remember, we're not doing the enforcement.
Yeah, but you're doing modifications. So what if they agree to a modification? And they'll
just
have
have
a prove up, right?
You don't prove up modifications.
Oh, you don't?
No, they
Oh.
just have everybody submit it.
Okay. All right.